we're all in this together, you know what I mean? So what's good for the pig is good for the soybean, you know? So the more value we create is also better for you.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of the State of Soy. I'm Michaela Jordan, reporting from the Iowa Pork Congress at the Iowa Event Center in Des Moines, and joined today by Juergens. He's the president of the Iowa Pork Producers Association and a pork producer from the Carroll area.
Correct.
Aaron, the pork industry is vital to Iowa's economy. Let's start by just giving an update on what the current condition of the pork industry is.
The current condition is very favorable right now. It's going to continue to be favorable, and the last couple of years have been slightly challenging, but you know, as always, work through it to better times, and we're here today.
One of the most important parts of an industry is the demand market. If there's no demand for the products that you're producing, the market doesn't perform very well. What is the current demand for Iowa pork, and how is it impacting farmers?
Just like all things like soybeans, we are an international product, you know what I mean? So we have a lot of exports, but we also like to create demand, you know what I mean? Whether it's in Carroll County, Iowa, or just even the nation. But having that puzzle put together takes a little bit, you know what I mean? So like creating long-term domestic sustainable demand is a long-term project, and we're working on it all hands on deck today to create good long-term demand for our product, for the county, for the state, which is all different to the nation long-term, so we have sustainable demand.
What is the Iowa Pork Producers Association doing to grow that demand? I know you mentioned being on some trade missions recently. Tell us about those.
It's a multifaceted approach. So, you know, we're working with Latin America, Asian countries, Europe, even Canada and Mexico are close border relationship countries. Everything needs a little bit differently. So, you know, we use all parts of the hog, so just getting everything out for maximum value to make the best we can with the hog is our main focus. Even you look at domestic demand, there's a huge difference between East Coast, West Coast, Iowa, all the way down to Texas on how things are prepared in different parts of the product that are used. So we got to make sure we're getting the right things for the right value throughout the nation, and making sure we're hitting the ads right, our distributors right, the grocery chains right. Everything's all different, and the different aspects to make sure we're getting maximum value for everything that we have.
One thing we've heard at the Soybean Association is sustainability, seeing how that product is going through the food chain to reach a sustainable outcome, including our soybeans grown here in Iowa, and then pigs are the biggest consumer of Iowa soy, with 1 in 5 rows of soybeans going to pigs here in Iowa. How does soy fit into your feed ration at your farm?
Soybean meal is a very important part of a ration, you know what I mean? So like that's one of the main drivers of the nutritional value for what hogs need. So, you know, in the barnyard we always talk about, you know, we're working with pigs and corn and soy, you know, we all work together. And then just the way the pigs naturally work with your corn, soy rotation, with the pig nutrients, you know what I mean, with applying manure to the fields, it all works one big nice rotation. And that's what's nice is we're all in this together, you know what I mean? So what's good for the pig is good for the soybean, you know, so that's what's fun, that we can all work together, and the more value we create is also better for you.
Yeah, the system that's created with Iowa agriculture benefits farmers on all different sides of the line, whether it's pork producers or soybean growers. And that comes the same when it comes to issues. What issues are top of mind for pork producers as we start 2025?
There's always things from foreign animal disease, which we've made great impacts with that. They just passed the Beagle Brigade, which is a bill that was passed on the federal level to have these animals at our ports sniffing out the bad stuff that we don't want coming in here to protect our animal. I mean, whether it's any type of animal, that was an important part. And then just working with you know, the water quality issues, you know what I mean? So we just want to make sure that, you know, we are doing the right thing all the time, you know, on the farm to make sure things are perfect.
Looking at 2025, there's a lot of important work going on with the pork producers and the Iowa Soybean Association to ensure that farmers are getting the demand for the products that they need and that both markets are succeeding. Aaron, thank you for representing Iowa's pork producers and for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Reporting for this edition of the State of Soy, I'm Michaela Jordan.
The reason I chose to go with FMH was I feel I've always been taken care of. I trust the people. They all seem to be tied to ag, and they care too. And I also appreciate their American company.
As a farmer, I appreciate they're family owned, that it's here in the United States, that they're owned in the United States, and they're working for us.
All good people.
We've been with them for 10 years probably now. They're a great company, and I will stay with them forever.